Wealth firms are pushing digital solutions, but investors aren't impressed. An Accenture report found that over half of them are unhappy with the firm's mobile app. We've got Lawrence Capellar from Capco and Igor Mostovoy from 8x8 Incorporated to break this down. So, why are investors so unhappy with mobile apps?
I think it's a bit of a mixed view, frankly. Traditionally, the finance industry has always lagged compared to other industries that are typically known for mobile first and best in class UI UX. Think of entertainment apps or e-commerce apps. But in recent years, the financial services industry has made great strides in terms of improving their mobile apps and the user interfaces. And it's actually evidenced by both the innovative fintech startups as well as by the traditional incumbents. Quite often, there's still an inconsistent user experience that is noticeable in the apps. This is particularly the case for slightly more complex journeys. Think about online to offline journeys, a self-directed journey versus a journey whereby there may be an interaction from or interference from say, a relation manager, financial advisor. The second is around investors. Just like their multi-bank, they have multiple apps. And so there's obviously a comparison between apps, but secondly, there's also the inability at this stage to look at holistic view of the overall holdings. So they can clearly see the holdings per bank or per app, but it's very much a struggle to aggregate it on the level above and to get a holistic view of their personal financial situation.
Well, investors often feel frustrated with wealth management apps because they're like a seamless experience. Many apps don't allow smooth transitions between self-service and human support, making it difficult to get real-time assistance. For example, an investor might notice a sudden drop in their stock value and turn to the app's chatbot or for help. But instead of getting clear and concise insights, they're redirected to a call center where they have to repeat the information from scratch. This disjointed process wastes time and creates frustration. Another major issue is the lack of built-in communication options. Many investor apps, as we know, support email or separate phone lines, which delays responses. And other apps often rely on video and voice calls, secure messaging, and AI-driven advisors, which creates connections and more seamless experience. Another big problem is security. Many investors struggle with cumbersome login processes, which involve remembering passwords and OTPs. They also worry about data breaches and phishing attacks, especially when apps don't offer a modern multi-factor authentication features or login features such as passkeys, authentication via biometrics, or step-up multi-factor authentication.
So, in order to solve this, how can wealth management firms improve the mobile user experience?
It really comes back, in my view, to the end-to-end customer journeys that need to be orchestrated from the beginning all the way to the end, meaning from the moment an investor is maybe interested to see an online ad around a particular wealth management product or offering, to signing up, going through the necessary KYC, AML, and suitability test, to then opening an account, placing their particular trade or investment, and then being able to self-service, orchestrating that end-to-end across different channels, being that self-directed or a combination with an assistant by a financial advisor is a challenge, and that's something that wealth managers are looking very thoughtfully how to orchestrate this. And so there's really two challenges in this. One is that orchestrating this end-to-end journey often involves cutting across organization, across different business units, functions, and departments. And then secondly, underlying all of that is a technology offering and technology stack that may be outdated, that may not necessarily be as integrated to other technology stacks. So it really requires a thoughtful planning and followed by an execution to achieve this.
Well, to create a better mobile experience, wealth management firms need to prioritize seamless communication and security. Firstly, integrating CPaaS, such as 8x8 CPaaS, can ensure investors can get real-time support. Features like embedded in-app and voice, video, and messaging allow clients to reach advisors instantly, while AI-powered chatbots can direct them to the right expert with full conversation history intact. This eliminates the need to repeat information and improves efficiency. Secondly, authentication should be simple, but also secure. Instead of relying on passwords, firms should implement passkeys, allowing users to log in without having to remember the passwords in the first place. CIM-powered Multi-factor authentication ensures that security is strong when necessary, but frictionless for repeat transactions, such as simple top-up of balance or checking your balance. But also, apps should offer omni-channel engagement, whether it's through WhatsApp, SMS, or video, so that investors can get support in the way they want the most, the most, and is the most convenient to them.
Overall, what impact does mobile app performance have on client retention and trust?
It's becoming increasingly an important moment of truth for a wealth manager to engage with the client. And in some cases, it's the only moment of truth if there's a digital-only kind of offering to their customers. It has helped to drive a lot of transparency in the industry with mobile app reviews, with blog posts, discussion forums, as well as influencers. But we've seen that take off in the industry. Right? So in Singapore and beyond, and if you look at the wealth management marketplace, there's a lot of platforms that have accelerated the development and adoption of customers in the wealth management space, where they have amassed hundreds of thousands, if not millions of new users in the last few years. The mobile apps are an element of driving additional trust to those particular brands. And it's a great way to both look at acquisition of clients as well as retention. So ironically, in the industry where traditionally moving customers and retaining them was a question about inertia and customers wouldn't necessarily switch so easily, that has recently really changed in recent years, whereby the offerings of the wealth manager have become particularly more attractive with sign-on bonuses and offers, where the switching cost has come down, and where the ability to open up an investment account or a wealth management account has reduced to just a mere few minutes.
Well, we live in a very competitive world, and a smooth, reliable app isn't just a convenience. It's essential for building trust and retaining clients. In the modern world, investors want instant communication with their advisors. And apps that integrate CPaaS, such as 8x8 CPaaS, provide real-time voice, video, and messaging, making it easier for the client advisors to interact with their clients. When clients feel heard and valued, their confidence in the app goes up, and that results in retention. Security plays an important role as well. If an app is difficult to access, and we all know, that having to remember multiple passwords is difficult, clients may feel frustrated having to log in on a daily basis through a cumbersome process. In such cases, passkeys authentication eliminates friction, reduces password dependency, password fatigue, if you may, while it also helps to maintain security. This balance between security and convenience fosters long-term trust with the investor firm.
Thank you so much for your time today, Lawrence and Igor.
Thank you for having me, and I'm glad to share my perspectives here.
Thank you as well for having me, and to all the listeners, have a good day.
Once again, those were Lawrence Copelar, Managing Principal for Wealth Management at Capco, and Igor Mostovoy, Product Director for CPaaS at 8x8 Incorporated. For more news, visit asianbankingandfinance.net.